Matt Bauer here with Jerre Hire.
Hey, Matt.
Hey, Jerre. We insulated your house years ago. Can you tell everyone like how long ago we insulated this?
Almost 16 years ago.
16 years ago.
Yeah.
And we're out here today, infrared the place. We're going to look at, how well the foam is performing 16 years later. I remember being out here when you were building this house, and you were definitely intent on being energy efficient. So can you tell us kind of like what your plan is and how it's worked out for you?
Well, originally we had looked at using the foam block for the exterior walls. Stack them like Legos, pour them full of concrete. The problem we had is everybody we talked to about the insulation package for the roof didn't want to do what I envisioned, which was a full wrap of all the trusses, extra insulation in the valleys, all the points that I already knew from doing building and construction were loss and heat loss issues. You were the only ones that were willing to do it. Your comment was, we don't care, we're just putting the insulation down. You're paying for the insulation and us to be there. That was a fantastic answer, because my question was, can you spray this like this? Everybody else said no, we'll only put this package in. You were willing to do what I as a customer wanted. It's been fantastic.
Cool. You were kind of telling us about, the infrared heat. We got some pictures of your garage and your apron out there, and all the, the calculations going on to make this as energy efficient as possible, and kind of cluing us in on what you're paying for fuel. Can you kind of give us a rundown of how many square feet you have, how much area you're heating, and what you're paying to heat the house?
Yeah, roughly the house, including the garage, is 3,800 square feet. It looks like a big house from the outside. It's actually not. It's got the addition of the garage. I didn't want to have to go outside in the weather here. I wanted to be able to park my vehicles inside. But we went with radiant floor heating in the garage, radiant floor heating in the basement of the house and through the rest of the house. And because of the insulation package, we're just over $200 a month on an extreme month for a gas bill. And it's comfortable in the house. We keep it at 69 to 72 degrees all the time throughout the winter. You transition anywhere within the house, and the air handling package that we have is constant air movement, so you have positive pressure, but you also have the same comfortable feel throughout the house.
Do you know when we did the insulation, do you remember like how much insulation we put up in the attic?
In the ceiling on both sides, we wrapped the 2x6 trusses, sprayed to the depth of the 2x6, and then add all the trusses. You guys put another 2 to 2.5 inches. Good. And around all the mechanical joints where a truss tied into it, they sprayed around that too. They detailed that. We won't be able to see it from outside today, but one of the really neat things in the spring and the fall, as we get the frost nights and it freezes, you can actually see the trusses as a thawed area, and in between is frozen. Where most roofs, it's the other way around, because the heat lost from inside, it absolutely absorbs the heat during the day into the truss, and it doesn't freeze that truss as fully as it freezes where the insulation is.
I got you. So what we're saying is the radiant's coming down, warming that truss up, and that's what you're seeing after the frost hits, not the heat from the inside the attic.
Exactly.
Got it. Good perspective. So if you had to do it all over again, would you change anything?
Yeah, we'd put more insulation in.